I'm home alone, very sick, in bed, sweating profusely, and it's my first high fever in many years. Around 11:30 p.m., I remember my old idea to meditate with a fever. This will be an interesting way to bring in the new year, I think to myself. So I meditate, and the atmosphere softens. A vague presence animates the room, which is not unusual for a meditative state. As midnight approaches, I spontaneously decide to ask the fever a question. And without much thought, I ask the fever if I can meet my spiritual guides. I'm thinking maybe some dead monks or lesser Buddhist deities. What appears is an 8-foot-tall praying mantis. It stands at the foot of my bed, not perfectly insectoid, there's no antenna, but it's definitely a praying mantis entity. It's wearing a purple robe with a high collar. It immediately shoots a powerful signal into my body, like being hit with an invisible fire hose. It's not painful, but it's electrifying. The signal contains clicks, pops, information, something akin to music, and it's all nonverbal. This lasts 10 or 15 seconds. When it's done, the thought, "Remember who you work for," lands in my head. Then the mantis disappears, and this whole episode lasts less than a minute. The next morning, the fever is broken, but the experience reverberates in my body and remains vivid in my mind. I find it bizarre, to say the least. I tell my wife about it, and then just move on with my life, because what am I going to do with something like that anyway?